I want to think about the good, the right. People can say that people can be moral nihilists and anti-realists because it is thought that properties like the good and the right are abstract things that we think about, and we can, ascribe things to the good, but we can't really put our finger on it and understand what is packed into this idea of the good. We can't really understand that. What I think about when I think about the good is I think about what increases interactions between humanity. Now that is kind of a Kantian idea, the fact that that humanity is a big ends. But I think the good is everything. This is also a broadly deontological idea, but the good is anything that increases interactions between morality. Or, I mean, no, it's anything that increases and makes things better for humanity. And I mean, that's kind of basically the second formula of the categorical imperative. But I don't really think that it's that abstract. Now, and it can also be thought of to be abstract because there's so many normative theories about it. But I don't really understand how those normative theories measure up to the deontological one, as of deontology as a whole, as opposed to maybe the specific ones of the Rossian deontology and Kantian deontology. We don't even have to go that deep. We can just think about deontology. Now, I think deontology is the best moral code because it's the one we all use every day. We might not use the categorical imperative. We might not use Scanlon's ideas. We might not use Ross's ideas, but we all have an idea of constraints, duties, and things that we can do. Just as a bonus, we understand this. Okay, we understand. All of us do. I mean, unless you're antisocial and have problems, which I can understand. I mean, most of us do have understandings of. We all have understandings of morality. We all have understandings of common sense morality. Now, I mean, whether it came from emotivism or not, I like the idea of common sense because I think it makes deontology the dominant normative code. It makes it dominant because we all use it every day. Now, what I want to ascribe the good and the right to is the normative code that is used the most, the one that is the majority, the one that the majority of the world uses. Now, this can be debatable. That consequentialism is that because there's a lot of people who are hedonists and will do things based on their desires, what they want, and their pleasures, which I think there's a lot of people out there. There might be people who are maybe simple consequentialists and maybe have less duties and constraints that they understand. But if you go walk on the street, go to the store, go to the mall. I mean, go most places, and I think you'll see that people restrain themselves from doing things, and then people will do things because it's the right thing to do. And I mean, I live in Nebraska, and I can understand how it might be a little bit more Might have maybe some more nice people here. But I've been to Los Angeles. I've been to other places besides Nebraska, and I realize that people aren't as nice here, or people are not as nice there. I mean, there's not a Omaha, Nebraska friendliness in Los Angeles, California. There isn't that. There isn't that in California at all. But at the same time, you don't have people. You don't have every Californian who lives in Los Angeles. You don't have every one of them raping people on the street, do you? No. So those are my thoughts about the how I think that the right and the good are properties that are not abstract. Because if you have a moral code that the majority of people in the world follow, and by deontological normative theory I mean just keeping some constraints, keeping some duties, and giving them some allowances, that don't contradict any of the constraints and duties, then you're following some sort of deontological normative code. And I think most of us do this without even knowing it. We don't even know what the hell it's called, most of us, but we do it. Anyway, those are just my thoughts. Thank you.